Hi, and welcome back to our journey to the 100 in the world. It's day 77, so I hope that the double seven digit will be lucky today because we got things to grind. You see this? That's not so ideal, but like I said, maybe two sevens can help us somehow. Okay, we are starting with the Grunfeld defense and bishop d2 line, okay. Won't really think too much about that. Yeah, am I? Yeah, I think I'll even take Castle. Hello, this is the first game. Knight f3. Usually you go bishop g4 in a regular Grunfeld, but here, yeah, I feel like I would also go there. It's fine to give up this bishop in these lines. Is c5 still a thing? I don't really think so. Yeah, it's not a common line, but I know it exists, but haven't really studied it like ever, so I just have to make it work. Can I even go knight c6 here? For sure I can, but I like this more. To go for f6 or b6. Yeah, maybe knight f6. But that locks the bishop. I can also go e5. Yeah, let's go e5 while I can. Because of the spin, I'm okay to do that. And okay, d5, but I don't think that is too problematic. I can go here and attack, but at the same time there is e5, so I think I'll go to b6 and play it for c6. Breakthrough, even though if c6 and I take with the b pawn, then the c pawn won't be really that strong. Well, let me go back. No, I don't think so. Because the d4 was protected twice. Bishop b3, I think that a5 is good to try to get a4 to push this bishop further back. I'm surprised that I don't see h3 being played. Like, really surprised. Because that's a move that you basically always see. Okay, so right now it should be the time to do something with the queen. Yeah, let's go queen d6. It adds support to e5, blocks the pawn, support c6, and also b4 is taken away from any attacks. So yeah, I think this is the best square for the queen. And now they want to give it up. Yeah, and yeah, now I see what you meant. You meant if my opponent would take with the queen, but yeah, quite often in the Grunfeld you take with the g pawn, so that's the thing. But do you want to take it now or go back? Okay, let's go back. I got this defended, and then c6. I would take, and then this, but I need to take care of e5. Yeah, I need to take care of e5. Queen comes up, threatens this pawn. Like, seriously, man. Is it really that big of a deal? I mean, it just might be a bit weird, but I guess possible. Okay, let's go rook e8, just defend this pawn and prepare c6. Okay, so we have lost the pawn again. Again, another game that we lost the pawn in. But again, like these pawns to take, they don't really feel like you are losing them. But you are. Maybe... no. No, I cannot. I thought I could take, but no. There is another thing that is working in my opponent's favor in that line. Okay, I'll go to h8 and... Yeah, now, okay, yeah, I forgot that this is an option now too. I mean, I saw it in that line that I said that was not working for me, that I could not take because of bishop e4. Otherwise, without this tempi, I think I could even take on a4. But right now... Okay, we will still try to figure it out. Figure a way out of this. Knight on d6 will certainly be great. We got this diagonal now. d6 cannot will be pushed. We got e5 sufficiently defended even against things like bishop c3. This would attack e4, so it will buy us additional time. That means do I have to go back to d8 with my queen? Let's do it. Let's just do it. But yeah, knight d6. Do it, and yeah, I'll try to go in with f5, e4. That way we might get something. Going this doesn't do anything now. Knight goes in and threatens a fork. If I defend, okay, I cannot defend like this. And I actually, there's no way, like, I cannot go knight d6 because then white just takes. Was this too fast? Because even now if I go king g8, there is d6. As I said, I have to give up an exchange. Don't tell me that the trend is going to continue, but one thing is that when I had, well, first burnout like this, then I managed to win 9 games in a row. So, and it was off stream, so that's why I want to try to stream it this time, even though the thing is that, yeah, I simply play a, don't know how much better, but I do play better off stream, simply because it's easier. But I enjoy this. And eventually, yeah, I built it. Even offstream, it took me a few games to consolidate. So, but then, yeah, I think I definitely will start winning games at some point. I'm confident. So let's defend, shall we? I wanna attack this knight somehow so much. Even just h6 we could take. What are we down? 2 pawns and an exchange. Not great. I'm still searching for my water. Did I think I should have some web? I don't think I do. Okay, well, let's play for a few more moves, but this again, like, yeah. Yeah, but even if I would take it, would not really matter. Let's go again then. I think I played this guy yesterday, have I? No. Okay. Quite often get the feeling that I already played someone before. And then it turns out not to be true. We got another black pieces. That's not what I really want. But now we are just playing a King's Indian. That's what this is. Yeah, this now just the King's Indian. Wow, we are going forward. Okay then. I don't really want to take the knight if c5 actually is a move, but let's go for it, why not? It doesn't seem that bad because our plan is f5. That's just a crucial breakthrough in a King's Indian defense. Or in a King's Indian attack, and we was played Rook b1. Rook b1 was played. Yeah, I think we'll have to allow that. But we should be good just going knight e8 and f5. If pawn takes, we can just take with the knight. So that's pretty good. And I hope that f5 will be stronger. Now let's take with the pawn. Yeah, that makes the most sense. Now we got f4 incoming. Yeah, okay, you can do this. But then I'll just go back with this knight, push h6, or maybe I don't even have to. I'll go queen e8 and queen somewhere in. Or if you step in with the knight this way, and then I'll take it across e7. Oh, what is this? This doesn't threaten anything. So I can just go a6 and key the knight back. One problem with the knight on d7 is that it simply blockades the rest of the queen side. But that shouldn't be that big of a problem. Later, yeah, let's go queen f7, and still, if white takes, I just get a beautiful outpost, and there is a backward c pawn, so I don't think white really wants to do that. Okay, maneuvering in there with the knight, but can't I now strike myself with b5. Because I think I can. I don't see a problem why I could not. Yeah, I'm just trying to find one and check if there is one, but I don't see a problem. This is defended. You cannot take, you cannot go in. You can take and go back, okay? And now you hit b5. But I'm able to defend it. And even if I would not, yeah, then maybe my opponent would attack d6. Do I take? This pawn is also a bit hanging. Really, I cannot defend this pawn in any way. Unbelievable. Trying to figure out an attack. Because I think I'll just go in. I think I'll just let the queen side fall and go in. Because now I got new outpost for the knight on e5. Also the knight can come deeper potentially. But in that case I should probably take first. Yeah, I should probably take first. Maybe now this diagonal is blocked. And this is blocked too, so I could just take on d5. Yeah, I think I could. If f3, then you open up this diagonal. So I don't really think you would want to do it. Yeah, okay, so we can actually take on d5. I'm surprised. But we can. Finally, something's going our way. Our direction with just lack of the position, which, well, is kind of a thing that you don't really see. You just intuitively make moves and then such things just come out of the position naturally. Now there is this hanging. This pawn is defended. We still got e5. Wow. Don't tell me that this actually works, but yeah, I doubt it. Maybe if you take with the knight, but then I go there. I don't think this is working. Because if you take with the bishop to go for this, maybe I even can just take, but I can also go in on this diagonal and threaten f2, which might or might not be severe. But okay, let's take, because what else? Like, honestly, what else? And now it's interesting, because I can maybe take. I can maybe just take and then take on e8, which honestly seems like the way. Maybe the knight can move and set up this, but then I also gotta move. Maybe just knight b6 defense. And if I would go for on this diagonal to go after f2, so I would take the bishop is in the corner, and then okay, there actually really is not a good way to finish my opponent, but I don't see a direct problem with this. Yeah, you move your knight and threaten this instead, but these two squares are protected. So now I can do something myself. Like I said, knight b6 seems like the best option. Okay, knight b6, and now maybe I could get bishop e6 if really needed. Okay, now queen goes there and hits this knight. I think I can move the rook up to a6 to defend the knight and run away. I'm still controlling this diagonal. Okay, is this a big problem? It might be. How do we defend such a simple threat? I think we can just move away the rook if that's possible. Oh gosh. Running low on time, but is this possible? Well, I played it. I hope it is. We got a rook for a pawn. So we got some material that we can give back. So the first thing I was considering was bishop f5 to block this and, you know, take, but I don't think that would be really good. Because otherwise our king is quite busted and there would still be quite a few pieces left. And that would even be a pawn down if bishop f5. So I hope that this is fine. Now my last rank is exposed. That might be a problem, but I hope it's not. I can move the knight with an attack on the queen. And potentially knight d7 would block this diagonal. Yeah, okay, so bishop b1 is played with the intentions of this. This is not so working out so hard. Let's take and take the knight. Oh, what? No. My opponent cannot go for this. What do we have? No. This is being threatened so hard now. Let's try one last thing. Yeah, I'm just thinking, when will this end? And you're probably wondering the same thing, but yeah, I honestly don't really see a huge problem in my plates. There are obviously mistakes, but I don't know what has changed. Now the rook will come in. Should have gone back and then this and then this. And that would be actually quite fine. No, I'm obviously not. I just want to see, even if I would go for that most sometimes, yeah, but if this, I bet I'm still lost, but yeah, I'm only if queen g6, I'd go back. And then, yeah, rook e7. And bishop f6 too. Okay. But was the sacrifice correct? Of course it wasn't. Of course it wasn't. I played this correctly, but here I choked. No, still knight b6, the best thing to do. But here yeah. Here my creative rook a6 was wrong. I underestimated the power of the dagger. And yeah, I just thought that this would defend both things. And also I might get some discoveries, but no. Here you gotta go bishop f5 is the best thing. Or rook a4 to just go after the bishop. Apparently. But yeah, I mean, at this point I just feel like I simply will start winning at some point. And it will be before reaching 2100. Those are the only things I can say at this point, but here's my bottle of water. And finally we got white. I wanna drink. Okay, I got something, but let's take and play this pawn of attack. And d4. And knight f3 and yeah. If knight f3 and bishop g4, you might be going into long forced variation. Did I actually know? But it's possible that my opponent would not know it and would deviate from that line, past engine line. And then I don't really know how to respond for those deviations. Here you can also go like e6, but that's pretty passive. You can take, but then I'm happy. One other line that maybe, yeah, that is likely considered is g6, bishop g7. That's another line that puts pressure to white, but otherwise bishop g4 is the best move. Okay, now queen b3. That is the main line. Now bishop f3, we gotta take back. That's what I know. But do I actually remember it though? I know I was looking at a couple of times, but is it that you go queen b6 now? Yeah, I'm honestly quite sure. Not queen b6, but queen b7 that you take. What if this? Then I give a check. And that's good. Yeah, this must be the line. I just need to recall my opening knowledge. Or is it the line? Have I messed it up, the line? No, I cannot give this check. Hold on, there must be something. If I go here, maybe knight c2, but then if I go here, there is no check, but it blocks the bishop. But right now I have to take on c3. And definitely one of us messed up the line. Okay, now there is nothing else to do. But yeah, so I got at least a draw here, for sure. Oh, and I think I got more because this knight is simply gonna get trapped. I'll trade queens now. It depends where, but maybe it doesn't matter as much. Yeah, let's take on d8. And now I can, yeah. King d1. Oh, king d3 should not really matter, and then... Yeah, black is not in time to give me check, so I can just go bishop b2 and take the knight. So yeah, it was indeed my opponent who messed it up. It was indeed. Okay, I think I will... Yeah, let's just develop this bishop on this diagonal, but now this endgame I definitely should win. Up a bishop with so much time. Can develop the rook. Let's go into e4. Hello. Finally, we got a game that seems like an easy win. Where we were winning basically out of the opening. That's how the game went. Am I supposed to take... Maybe not. Let's just push the pawn forward and open up this bishop. We are up, just up a light squared bishop here. Maybe even more, because I might be able to push this pawn. Yeah, I'm actually definitely able to push this pawn. Thank you, and I appreciate it. And now this game really should not be that difficult to convert, or is it that if I take, then this, I go back, and then rook e3, go here. I face some problems, so maybe the pawn push was not the best idea after all, but I can still shut it down. We are getting this straight, so that means, yeah, my opponent got the d file. Yes, but I hope you pass. Okay, so Yeah, we cannot really stop rook d4. We got at least rook e3. Okay, let's go rook e3, but there is no way I'm not winning this. Like, really? There absolutely is no way, right? I'm still up 1 point basically, so it still should be fine. Let's go a3, just defend. Thank you. I hope to have, because so far, past 3 days, no, not really a lot, but this game seems to be pretty lucky. Finally. King advances further. Okay, let's go king g3. Let's go king g3. And then what? We are actually a bit stuck. Because we'll have to give up another pawn. Somehow. This is not as easy. Let's get the rook more active before trying out anything. It's okay, so we actually don't have to give up a pawn. Apparently, because we are getting a trade. Now, yes, I can attack the rook and get... No, I cannot actually get h4. But yeah, I'm hitting the rook this way easily, which is good. But now the rook is hitting our bishop. So we need the response to... I'll just go to e6. Make a quick decision. And now... My opponent wants to push this pawn for sure. I don't know, I go h3 to get my last remaining pawns that I actually have to keep on this rank, but come on. I was up a piece in an endgame. How is it that it's so complicated? Just out of nowhere. We can still go to c8 and... Yeah, still our bishop should overpower these two pawns, however... Yeah, this pawn is the most important one. We gotta keep this one alive. Okay, let's just make a move with the rook. To give it more flexibility. Okay, we have to go back to g2. But now it feels that the bishop could get some value. What do we do? What do we actually do? Like, seriously. Okay, I'll bring this bishop back. So now this is safe. That is safe. But it's not easy to use this rook to go after pawns. Maybe we can do this. That could be a way. If, for example, if somehow we can blockade these pawns using a king and this bishop, that is nicely fixed. But it's so much more difficult endgame than it should have been. If I give a check and go there, the king will just sneak in. The king will just sneak in. Okay, I cannot keep this pawn. Let's try to attack this pawn. Maybe I can still go around, but I'm getting to 2 minutes. And I really don't understand how this is slipping so much. Like, yeah, I probably, well, apparently made a few inaccuracies in the beginning of the endgame, but it should not be this severe. Still, the game isn't over. It might still be a draw. But after a game like this, you don't want to settle for a draw. Okay, we are getting the trades, so still chances, but we cannot trade rooks. Otherwise, we can never promote this pawn. Which is a problem, a bit. Can go up now, maybe, with our king. But there is a new pawn. We have basically traded these 2 pawns, but we need to start winning pawns. That's what must start to happen. We cannot, yeah, we are basically playing for a draw now. That's what we are playing for. Because there is no way we are gonna stop those pawns without trading rook. Without trading rooks. Oh my. This has flipped so much. Yeah, this, I mean, it still should be a draw. But I simply don't see how, yeah, there's no way we are winning this now. But still, I believe in that win streak. Well, once I get on top of that. But to be fair, I don't know what can I ask more for. Like, what really is there to ask for? Times are leveling up, so I believe I'll be fast enough still with the clock. But I have to make an objective decision to settle for a draw. Even though the given past of this game and how it went. Is it the bishop? I'll hit the rook. I would like to get my rook to a2. My opponent's actually not really pushing those pawns further. Potentially there is a checkmate. Like, potentially there is one. Okay, let's go back to g4 and then go to a2 with our rook. Oh. Well, isn't this a problem? Okay, this was a bit of a mouse slip. Did not exactly want to go there. What the heck? I can start giving checks. I'm down to 20 seconds, okay. Oh, wow. Come on, go there. Now go up. No, I'm not fast enough. Even though there might even be a path now. The rook can still defend, but I got a2 to defend it twice. But I'm not fast enough now. Tell me. What do I want more? I said 2100. Is that I'm definitely not dropping below that. That's still a bit quite far, but we are approaching there. And now I'm starting to realize the thumbnail can be misleading. Because currently that's not what's happening. But we can continue h3, so okay, my opponent doesn't want to play the martial attack. Okay, I'll go for this system. Now just go back and then bishop b7. Then I can go c5. a4. That's fine. Now, in this specific line, I think you just go this and knight a4. Knight a4. This drops e4, kinda. This kinda drops e4. So. Oh, and my opponent cannot even take because there is a rook, so. Yeah, it kind of just should be dropping e4. I know that there are some patterns where, yeah, it's not really good, where you might lose some pieces, but you can just take and there's still a pin. So at least for right now, I don't have to worry about this. about the pawn. Now the queen goes there. To hit on this, maybe, but that's also weird. I can maybe expose the king this way. But okay, if I do it, you can take there if you're white and hit the bishop. I could take the knight. And then go back. Wow, that's so weird, this position. Well, but let's just try it. Let's just try it because I think it should work. Oh, it might not. Because you take first, and then if I go for this fork, you take and threaten the bishop, and this is not with check. But I have bishop a6. That's saving me. Bishop a6 is saving me. Yeah, that should be fine. That should be fine. And yeah, now my opponent needs to figure out how to continue. I'm likely not winning material here. Yeah, I don't think I am. I'll just try to play it for the bad king. Exposed king, though it's not so hard to get it back. But maybe can manage. We can play bishop h4. That seems good because g3 is now forced. And that's good because that weakens the king so much more. That might be key. Yeah, now I have to move the bishop back though. Kind of don't want to trade like this. You know, the bishop hasn't even moved. But I want to activate the queen quick, so yeah, let's try to do it anyway. Bishop d5, maybe we're maneuvering the bishop. And also simply getting this diagonal under control, which will be important for sure. So I gotta move to b8 now. Yeah, to b8, there are no dangerous discoveries. Yeah, I think here I'll just take and then knight f6. Okay, seems like a straightforward plan, but it might be working. As simple as it is. Bishop c6. Yeah, the bishop is still controlling the diagonal combined with the queen very nicely. I can play d5. Yeah, okay, let's go d5. But now the position is more closing, and without the light squared bishop, the king will not be that unsafe there, though I got this nice outpost for the knight. Okay, now I gotta go back, obviously. Bishop is hit. Now, okay, taking advantage of this pin. I can give a check now, but Does it do anything? No, no, it absolutely does not. Okay, I'll claim the A file and put pressure on the knight. I wanted to say attack the knight, but it is currently defended by the queen, but the queen is not the best piece you want to defend, such a loose piece on the edge, because then you have much less flexibility with your strongest piece. Okay, c5, so there is definitely something to be worried about. On the queen side, however, now the d5 is safe, so I can simply give this check. And now queen g5 looks simply like that. Yeah, I'm trying to get the queen into the action. And also there are some potential sacrifices that I would take, and then the queen is far away. Then I go there. And yeah, so the rook just defends it. Defends this infiltration square. But still, now I think I'll just attack the knight. Don't really see a problem. Maybe f7 might be a little exposed. Yes, there is still the breakthrough on the queen side. But let's play it. Let's play it. We need to get the rooks to the second rank. At least one of them. Likely just one of them, because the last one will have to stay back to guard everything. Can't we double sack? I think I can. Then you take with the other rook, and if the queen takes... Oh. There might be one big problem. We are getting a queen endgame there because of the weak 8th rank. Otherwise it would be working, I think. Take, and then can I give this check in between by any chance? Would I like that endgame? You know what? Maybe I can just push opponent. But then this is faster. Why is it such a hard decision? Okay, let's try h5. Let's try h5 actually. But this was a short draw again. I got a draw and I can show you afterwards, but... And it does not work because of, yeah, the back rank mate. But now b6, and it's hard to say. Yeah, this one tempi, but it might make a huge difference. Now, the last rook comes there too, wow. Okay, but now I'll definitely push the pawn all the way to h4 to attack g3 even more. Now I expect g4 to be played, yeah. There we go. Take, check. It might be working, maybe. Might not, I don't think it is. Who do I get to? How do I get in? Now I'm stuck and gonna lose some time. Right? Is that what's gonna happen? Okay, I'll go for it, and yeah, because I still think that in that line, yeah, I calculated this, and it still should be a draw if I want to buy perpetual, because I can keep giving checks here, and you can never block with the queen, because you would lose the rook. So if I want a draw, it is still here. And yeah, this move makes a lot of sense. Don't want to get checked for no reason. No, okay, I'll go there and put the attack on the rook. And we are simply likely getting a draw here. Yeah, there is simply nothing better to do. I don't see anything. Again, it looked so promising. This just should be a draw. Yeah, it is. But was this a draw? Oh, I could take on d4. And that would be better for me. But with 1 minute. Yeah, I saw the potential of the knight and the opening king still, so yeah, but I for some reason did not see this. Perhaps I was only looking after checkmate and checks and the heavy pieces. But then I want to show you why I thought that this was not working out. Maybe because of this it was. h5 is actually the top move. But there was a small problem if we go down this line. Now, if white takes, you're winning. But the only line that saves white, and it is approved, is that if you take on e4. And now I cannot take the queen because, yeah, there would be that backring mate I was talking about. So I would just have to take the rook, and then we would see this. And yeah, now I can go in and start checking, so I would have a draw here with the queen far away, and maybe, yeah, I would be the one in charge with a nice e-pawn, but as you see, it's not enough for a victory. Okay, next game. I'll go for the English this time. And now I can play this variation with e4. And now e5. Yes, this is the correct approach. Now we take with b-pawn. Then knight f3 or d4, but both of them are, well, simply the two best moves. And if c5, I think that you still just go d4. I'm actually quite sure you do. And then we gotta develop our light squad bishop and just h6. I mean, yeah, I get it. Like wants to prevent us from harassing the queen. They cannot draw arrows, apparently. Okay, bishop d3. That's the spot for the bishop, if I remember correctly. And is the pawn under attack? It just might be. Do I really have to deal with it? Do you go bishop b2? I wanna just castle so much. But no, okay, let's develop the bishop. But I wanted to cast so much and just sack the pawn. Yeah, so yeah, I'll castle now. My opponent will castle 2. That's what I'm predicting. And then d5. Do I want to play d5 for this? But yeah, the doubled c-pawn is not very nice. It really is not. Okay, queen c2. Let's try going queen c2. And yeah, b6. Saw that. I just need to centralize. Maybe bishop e4 was good, although there was still bishop e7, of course. But maybe, possibly. It could be pretty good. I'll still go for it. Now I'm protecting the d-pawn with this rook, which is good. Might be needed. Now, yeah, bishop e7, logical, and then now if d5, knight d5, d6. Is that any good? I want to go bishop f4 first. That would be great. Am I defending enough times? Yes, I actually am because of this tension. So yes, I'm actually defend. Apparently, yeah. This usually just goes on in your head, and then you realize it. But yeah, when I'm talking out loud, I sometimes I sometimes don't come to the realization, even though such a thing that I would walk right away into where another piece is attacking. Has not happened to me for a really long time. But yeah, usually you really just realize this. At least for me, it is quite normal that you maybe not blunders at this level so much, but you certainly got some blind spots that you simply think that you can take something, and then 2 moves later you realize that it is protected enough times by your opponent so you don't make it. But yeah, simply when I talk, I feel like it's so much harder to come to that realization that basically just happens in your head, and then you make a good move, not blundering move. So you basically don't see it and you feel like nothing has happened. But definitely for me, and I think that for many other players, at least at this level, this is the thing to like. You just think, and you also sometimes miss these blunders in your calculation, but you realize it fast enough. Okay, so we got some type of a Nimzo in the end. If I take, bishop takes, and that's not really what I want, so yeah, let's just take with the c pawn, but we already got our pawn on e5. If knight goes in, we can even harass it further, and we would actually trap it. Maybe almost, but yeah. Knight just goes back to g8, and now we have to be better. Just get d4. Although just d6 and yeah, the center looks really nice, but just c5, d6 can destroy it so easily. And there is nothing we can do. Maybe only thing would be to play c5 quick enough, but that's not happening. Yeah, because of just d6. Maybe c5 on the previous move, but already played. I think I'll just develop and would recapture with the knight. c5. Yeah, so just, the second breakthrough I was talking about. I can go into an endgame. However, I don't think that would be best thing to do. I'll just develop and yeah, try to play the game. Okay, yeah, knight c6, but that is nothing, or is it something? Yeah, it maybe is, because I would end up with a pawn here. But I can play d5, or can I? No, knight would just take. And doubled e pawn for black, but it would be a pawn up. Doubled pawn. Okay, I'll develop this bishop, take advantage of the queen, of this fact. Okay, now c3 is targeted. Okay, queen d2. We'll get weak pawns. We are getting weak pawns. Knight d7, fine. I think I'll just gaslight. Honestly, okay, f6. But if f6, I can still take, so. At least right now, I can still take and be fine. Possibly you might think. If you take here, I can. Yeah. But if I do, then. Oh my. Okay, I guess I'll have to play a pawn down again. But if anyone knows what am I doing differently in my games, let me know. Except for that blunder, let's say, but otherwise. Yeah, I'm clearly having Delete in development. This bishop is bad. I got bishop pair, but it doesn't feel like I can utilize it anyhow, basically. Just rook d8, so simple. Maybe on f6. They'll get kicked around. Okay, I don't even know. Let's try to get knight g4, maybe some sacrifices, followed by a rook lift, or at least rook e3 should come first, definitely. And then maybe I would get this diagonal. Still some attacking ideas in the air. But my opponent is just preparing e5 now. To open up the bishop, hit the knight. At the same time, sacrifice are not that strong anymore. Yeah, now e5, and I've covered an escape route. So I'll just go to g3. Okay, and I'm attacking, so maybe that is okay. But the pawn advancement is so nice and easy, and somehow, again, I'm so active for that pawn, but there is nothing to figure out. I can give this check, but there's nothing. This pawn is defended sufficiently, so the knight is trapped. The knight is trapped. I'm really not enjoying this anymore, and I'm sure you are not, Deuce. So. Oh my. $21.40. I haven't been there since ever. Oh, since I don't know 2022, I think. Yeah, a year and a half, but that's so much time, and so much time has happened. In that time period, I gained more than 400 rating points. Classical, so. Yet. This is happening. But this time, I just really want to stick with you guys, even though it's tough for me. And I assume for you too, but I'll stick and we'll see where it gets us. Can I go queen b6? I don't really remember. Queen b6 here. Looks fine. Attacking b2. White's gotta do something about it. If pawn takes, I take. And if queen takes, I got the rook and the knight hanging. Yeah, there might be interesting things going on. Okay, let's take. Assume. Yeah, white will recapture. Now can I go e5? I mean, yeah, I want to go for this. And I understand there is knight c3, but I got already nice pressure. However, it doesn't seem sufficient enough. So yeah, I'll just go e6. And still go for bishop e4, I guess. But it's not winning material. And that was basically the idea why I wanted to go for this, but it simply doesn't seem like anything like that is happening. But I can take and get d5, and this pawn is weak, which is what I'm gonna do. Just take it one game at a time, and it will be good. Is f6 a bad idea? No, maybe not a bad idea, but knight c6 just simply should be better. There's in fact no way it's not. Just development, there is time for restricting the knight. Only issue, this bishop stuck behind this pawn wall. Let's gaslight is safe, there are no attacks. Well, no attacks, maybe I should not say. However, yeah, sufficient defenders so far. Okay, so my friend has castled, so welcome to b1. Okay, I'll go a6, queen a7, or maybe even queen d8, but b5 is what I want to get. Maybe even queen a5. Yeah, you know what? Queen a5. And then b5 is what I want. b5. We are getting there. b5 and then just attack c3. That's the strategy in this game. It's not simple to prevent. It is not simple to prevent this. a4, possibly even a4. But yeah, I'll just go b5 now. Oh, hang a pawn. But I still believe in my position. Okay, bishop d7, I think it's better and just put pressure on the c-file. This was unnecessary, however. I got a tunnel vision, wanted to play fast. And yes, pawn down. Maybe I can even use it for an attack later. But first I definitely want to pile up that. Yeah, honestly, why not? Well, let's make this happen. Even though, yes, there are pieces defending, now even approaching my king. If I take bishop takes, and then I go f6, or do I? I cannot. So I have to go bishop e8. But that does not help either. Oh, it does. I defend g6. I'm defending g6 now. So yeah, if knight takes, I take with the rook. Bishop e5 check, I go f6. And then king g7. Rook h8, and yeah, I could even use the h file for an attack. Even though I'm a pawn down now. Still, there is a lot of pressure against actually these two pawns, both of the queenside pawns. Queen f3. Okay, I go king g7. And I think I got things under control on the king side, at least in terms of not getting checkmated or losing more material. But so far, definitely, white's got more pieces there. And the pressure, but it could turn around, as I'm saying. I don't really want to take, though. Because then maybe pawn takes could be the way. However, if pawn takes, then this bishop is not as powerful, not easy to get it to h4. Maybe it could be fine too. Yeah, to even just take and take on c3, get the pawn back, and start the pawns rolling on the queen side. Because currently this bishop is quite genius defending g6. Queen just falls back. But yeah, you know what? Let's actually just take that pawn. 6. That was unexpected, huh? Now we take. If queen would try to do this, we are good. Okay. Now c6 is under attack, but I should be fine going bishop f7. Yeah, I think I am. That looks a bit funny, this defense. But I think it is working, and if I just missed a free piece, this time one that I could have just taken, maybe there would be some problems. However, it was a piece. It was just a bishop. Now the queen's back, defending. But now I'll control the c file, and even though I did not take the piece, can still just push the pawns on the queen side, and there is a chance I will get something from it. Actually, a good chance. Because it's very easy to create a passed pawn. This bishop locked out of the game on the king side. Usually when the bishop is on this diagonal, you would say that it is out, it is nicely placed. in front of the pawns that are locking it, but no, now it seems like you would need the bishop on the defensive side. Okay, yeah, a4 is a move. I can advance the pawn and lose this one. Or I can take and then this and probably lose the second one too. So those are the options. Those seem to be the options. Okay, I'll take. Bishop takes a6. Yeah, now I'll go. Is it gonna be enough? It will have to be. Let's go rook e8. And now if queen takes, I go bishop e8. Hit the queen. Queen a2. Should be the only square. Yeah, queen a2 should be the only square here. To keep defending this bishop. And after queen a2, what are we gonna do? What are we going to do? Because we can go queen c6 to hit the bishop. Rook a1. And then we would need this last piece. Oh, we can actually go bishop b5. That's so genius. We can go bishop b5 because if rook takes, we got back rank. We should be winning a piece. And the clock situation looks good as well. Finally, I come back. Now it is definitely safe to say, even though if you've seen previous games, this is a victory. This is a win. Now we just need to catch it and hold on to it for as long as we can and make it a win streak. Bishop g2. Yeah, we are building up just English setup, English opening. My opponent is playing King's Indian against it. But that's fine. Of course, I'll just go d3. And I think, should I? No, I'll put the bishop on b2, I think. Let's just go e3 and knight e2. That's where I'll place the knight. Because e5 is coming, then this knight will likely move away, and then f5. Standard King's Indian idea. And then the knight on e2 will be better placed than on f3, where it might be a target. The pawn storm. now is overprotecting f4. Oh, or I could now go e4. Yeah, e4 is legit. Yeah, why not? Let's make it this structure, where I'm having the button knight, so I can go f4. My opponent needs to make a few more moves, like move the knight. Few, by few I mean one. But that's already good enough. Okay, I'll also go h3. It fits the structure perfectly to push the pawns up both and then put the king on h2. And then yeah, f4 is coming soon. It actually will not be black, we'll go for f5. But I'll go for f4. Hopefully break through. Even though with f4 you usually want to go to f5 because that's where it gets beneficial. But yeah, seems like a plan. Opponent wants to get the knight to c5. Knight's definitely a nice square. However, I believe in my attack. My idea. And it looks a bit scary. I would say so. I would say it does. Okay, I'll immediately go f5. My opponent will go g5. At least that's what you wanna do when you're under attack. Just shut the things down. However, you might not even need to, because if I just take you recapture and we have actually quite equalized. Okay, I don't understand why you go to c7 and not c5. Oh, you want b5. Okay, I'll stop that. Oh, so you want d5. So you want d5. But that should be okay too. That should be okay with me. Let's go g4 to strengthen the structure, and if possible g5 would be a nice move. But it is possible that we are getting the queens of the board. It is actually very possible. If pawn takes there, then I would almost have to go for it, but no. g5, so now, okay, the only breakthrough on the king side now is h4. But otherwise, things has shut down quite a lot. Okay, queen c2 now. It simply cannot be a completely wrong move. Maybe black could possibly try to open up the king side too, but there is a weak g5, so yeah, I got weak g4. So yeah, it's not easy for me to push either. So we are maybe stuck a little bit now. Okay, I just feel like I'll develop the bishop. If d4 shutting things down even more, I think just knight d1 is the way to go, and then I should not fear anything. Bishop f8. Okay, getting better diagonal. But now, oh yeah, I probably should have played knight d1 even instead of bishop d2. Now we are capturing. Oh yeah, my opponent did not want me to take with the knight, I guess. That was the problem. Oh yeah. I will go bishop e3. Indeed, I will. Okay, king h1, I can step out of that diagonal, why not? Let's take and go queen c3. Maybe I could have gone queen c3 even without capturing, now that I'm thinking of it. Maybe better, but I want to get knight e3, but then where is the knight actually going? There is no clear outpost. Pressuring this pawn, but that's likely not enough. But yeah, let's go to e3 anyway. It's a good square. Definitely. And now we can challenge black on the d file. Oh, and now it's the break with h5 is coming to play. Okay, so do I want to take? No. But I can just let it stand. That simply should be alright. b3, no. Oh yeah. Oh no. Okay, b3. Let's make a move. I got it defended twice. So we are good so far. But there are just outposts for black and no outpost from me. And also, notice one bad thing. All of these pawns are on light square. And I got only a light square bishop. Which, for example, for a bishop endgame is so bad that many of them you can just resign. So we'll try to avoid that endgame. But now there are two pawns that are I should target. That means this is a maneuver that's got eyes to me. I think that it's pretty good and reasonable to do that. If I yeah, I think I'm going for it. I think I'm going for it. But one problem I had with knight leaving the protection of the queen was that now maybe b5 is more powerful. I cannot take with the c pawn at any point. But I think it's good. I could take like this and then take on a5 at least right now. And then once I get knight f3, I lose protection over e4. Okay. So that's one more thing I need to get figured out. How to defend e4 to get this knight to f3. This knight is stuck here, guarding this, and this bishop is stuck here guarding e4. Cannot move the queen because then the knight would fall. So it turns out I don't have a lot of pieces to move with. Oh, but now the knight moves back. Maybe simply f6. I can imagine that that's what my opponent is aiming for here. Possibly could I take now? And just imagine that. Could I take? I feel like I could. Let's do that. I don't see a better way to unbalance it. And now I go bishop f3 and I'll just try to hang on to it for a bit. I don't expect it to keep it for eternity, but just for some time I could. Maybe keep that. And I'm also able to go knight g4 now. If bishop takes, get a check. And if you take like this, now I'm gonna take with this pawn, and I actually got that pawn on h5. Protected passed pawn. Okay, so we got something, and it is completely shut now on the king side. I don't want any queen infiltration. Wow, that could have been maybe something. But now there is that b5, I think. So I can go back maybe. No, I don't want queen coming to f2. Let's go king g2. But even if b5, I should not lose a pawn, so it's fine. It should be fine. I don't even have to take. Actually, I don't have to do anything. Only problem with that would be that the position opens up more that I'm not sure it favors me because of the bad bishop compared to this one. But I mean, I got a good pawn on h5, which is obviously my advantage. Yeah, and okay, now just knight e2 to defend the queen. So now I'm more flexible. And I could also take, possibly, if I would capture on a5. Yeah, so b5 strikes. b5 strikes, and now this pawn is under attack, so I feel like capturing is logical. And now what? Now I want to take and then take on a5. But then rook d3 is a possibility. If I would take queen e3, and that's bad. There is more poison to the position than I might imagine. But I need to make a move. Let's make it then and give back a pawn. This. I'm now down on time. Yeah, let's go in. That's a right move. That's a right move. Oh my, that's such a that's such a good move. Isn't it just winning? Maybe there is, yeah, but now there's a rook. Queen e8 was there to defend both. But even then it would not be good. But yeah, Queen c7 was what I was looking for. You know what, take there with the queen. To be more careful. I don't want to run, even though there even should not be. But possibly queen with the knight can make nice checkmate, so yeah, that's why. I didn't want to risk anything. Okay, queen c1, but I just need to be fast. But I should be actually defending. Like, there is no way to give me any check. There is also just this advancement. Wow, I completely missed that. I can use this pawn to sack it and take the bishop. Yeah, I can use that pawn now, give a check, and gobble up the knight. Or advance even more with this pawn, threaten queening. And yeah, the bishop is undefended. It is defended only by the king. This is our second win in a row. Wow. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I hope so. I just hope this continues. But yeah, now I'm definitely feeling better. So let's keep it. Okay, bishop c4, the very main line. Knight e2, main line. Bishop e3, main line. So yeah, we are just following the main line. That's what this was about. And now knight a5 is also quite a main line. Now I know you can go b6 and sack a pawn. But I think I'll try c4. And then e5. That's what I'll try. I saw this as a possibility too. And now you go b6 and get the knight to d6. That's what you do in this line. Knight b7, knight d6, put the knight on d6. It defends c4, puts pressure, blockades the passed pawn. That's the idea of this line. Okay, seems like we are getting this bishop traded, maybe. Or I can move and then go bishop h8. I really like this idea. But if I do and rook gets the d file, I'll go back. Can she push d6 then? You possibly can. Hard decision. I don't want to lose this bishop, but I don't want the advancement either. It's okay, I'll just go back and go for this. And let the bishop being traded. Okay, and I think I will take. It usually should be butter, believe it or not, but it should. Now I get 96. Yeah, without the bishop here, it feels much more dangerous. At the same time, there is no bishop to harass me along here, so yeah, I can open up. But the attack is coming, so I should watch out. So I should watch out. Because what can I even do? Can go f6. That doesn't seem bad. I want to keep this bishop diagonal closed. And yeah, basically these two diagonals are closed, so the bishop cannot really help out in the attack. And the knight, unless you would sacrifice it, is not that helpful either. And also, I can now defend along the 7th rank. Another benefit of this move f6. Yeah, I got this diagonal, but currently unsupported. If I could somehow take on e4 and then get to f2 would be awesome. With the mating idea. But that's far from happening. It's far from happening, but I can try to go for a5, b4, and just push on the queen side where I got the pawn majority. And yeah, the idea basically is that you put the knight here. Knights are the best blockaders, so you blockade this passed pawn with your knight, and it's really difficult to do something about this knight when you are white. And then you can push on the queen side. That's the idea of this. Oh wow, there is possibly, and it maybe like was there instead of f6 possibly queen b6 and queen e3 was better. Possibly it would attack c3, but yeah, now f5, and I just think I will actually play g5, but then okay, there is h for opening it up. But at the same time, what else would I do if not g5, shut it down? I have knight f7 to attack the queen, but it's not very useful now. Yeah, I think I'll just go g5, and then maybe even king g8 and rook g8. Well, I might even take And I think I will take... Yeah, I'll just take. And then I can set up an attack. Along the G file. Wow, oh wow, this is actually something. I haven't considered that much. This thing has not come up to my mind. Is it really bad? No, but it's not so pleasant either. The fact that white's just escaping. So yeah. But rook f7 is not a bad idea. I'll just defend along the 7th rank. I feel like I should still be fine. I should still be defending. But I wanted to be attacking with that king h8 move. So maybe I could have gone rook f7 instead of rook h8 immediately. But okay, that's how it is. That's just how it is. Let's deal with that. And I'll deal with that by pushing b4. As I said, the play should be on the queen side. I got the check that I could then take the pawn back. And the rook is kind of holding things together. As I said, the bishop possibly could be dangerously coming to g6. As I see now. Okay, my opponent just wants to double up. Simple, yet maybe effective. Do I want to advance even further? Oh, it's not so easy to figure out the counterplay. But I think I'll go a5 and rook a7. That first I want to secure things here. I can put all those pieces on the 7th rank. And then try to attack this weak king that will be left out, sort of. And if my queen can somehow get there, could be really good. But yeah, there is this, which I'm a bit worried about. But there can only be one piece on h5 square. Yeah, this is really difficult, anyone's game. I was also thinking about b3 on the previous move, but then just bishop d1, and then I thought that I would just shut down things for myself. Although maybe I could take and then 2nd rank, still possible, but now if the rook comes to h1 as it does, yeah, I'll just move up. Now, yeah, now the bishop is just maneuvering around to g6. And there's not a lot I can really do. Maybe now I can give this check though, and king. Maybe we'll have to block the bishop. That's my idea here. But then the other piece could jump to h5 and attack this. I got knight e8 possibly. Also this check, even though it's defended by the queen and by the knight right now. Now I can take and get the second rank actually. And I'll do it. Once they can get the second rank, the bishop is currently shot. These pawns are defending some squares and also far advanced. Maybe I can also just push it and make room for the bishop, which currently is doing just nothing. So on a6 it would be perfect. And yeah, the reason why king wanted to go here was not to let the queen to infiltrate through e3. But yeah, what would this check actually do? Then I could push. Okay, so my opponent wants to set up this. Okay. Can I commit to attacking with the queen? I hope I can. Now the king defends, but I can repeat. I got a repetition. I don't have to repeat though. I can take the pawn. I can just take the pawn. And the position hasn't changed at all. How do I improve it? That's the question. I think I'll get the queen back to b2. Why not? That feels better somehow. And then I can do this maybe. If that's a possibility, then that would be great. And I don't see a reason why I could not. If you go knight e7, this is checkmate. Oh, it's not. Okay, it's not. You could go knight c1. But I won quite a few pawns on the queen side. And now I'm coming in. I can also go to a3 to attack the bishop. And white's got all the pieces in the attack. That is nicely defended by the rooks. There is no way to infiltrate the last rank for white. Currently the thing is that I'm threatening to check and then check again possibly. Yeah, if the knight goes in there. My opponent wants to defend this way. I can check and then check again. And then if king goes here, if king goes there, I can go here and take. Well, I'm down to 1 minute. Uh-oh. Okay, let's give that check. And yeah, let's hope that the line works. Because at this point I simply have to go for it, go for something, and I decide to go for this line. My queen is hanging, let's not forget about that. So now I have to go here. But there's a problem that I'm leaving this unprotected. So that's the problem, and that's the thing what this is about. But no, if there actually is a checkmate threat then. So in that case, I simply have to hope that the thing I'm going for works, even though I got possible bishop takes f5, and then I could take there with the queen saving me, that I could sack a bishop that way to defend h7. But then that's difficult. But now my opponent has spent all the time advantage here too, so now we are both just playing bullet. There's no way to defend the bishop, that's what I made sure. So for white, okay, going back, I don't understand why. Now this surely has to be losing. Oh no, not that, not blunder. Okay, I can give a check here. And now I can give a check here, why not? And now I'll just push and make a queen. And hello? This seems winning too. This seems very much winning. There we go. Third game. Third game in a row. Wow, but I just want to go back and see if here, because yeah, knight g3 surely was wrong, but I also don't think it was the best try white had, I'm quite sure. No, apparently rook f1, but nobody's playing, or rook h3, but nobody's playing that. I thought that this was the best practical try. Now I take, and now... Yeah, I saw that I probably can keep checking. But I did not see... Yeah, I did not exactly see it. But yeah, here I'll be just winning. I could even take here, I'm pretty sure. To defend, and if you take, this is a fork. But yeah, now queen g5, and yeah, practically I thought that this was best for white to try. But okay, third game. Well, let's continue. Let's continue on this note. I actually got a bit of a water here. Indeed. Okay, let's go for the English again. I think that it's been quite successful, at least, or at least one of the winning games was with this opening. And we see just this. I think I'll go for this setup again. Maybe didn't have to commit immediately, but it's fine, it's fine. Just d3, and these positions are quite... they are quite specific. But my opponent once again choosing to try to get that d5 breakthrough, instead of committing with e5 and d6. You can still go e5 later on as black, but you will lose a move. Yeah, or castle. Castle next. Simply. I mean, what else? And then I'll push f4 again. I think it's good. It might... Oh wow, so d5 here. Oh yeah, there is just knight b4. There is just knight b4. That would win the pawn back. But you know what? Again, I'll just ignore it and castle. Maybe there was a way to defend with like knight f4 and stuff. However, here we just got a game. Okay. Knight now jumps to d4. I think I'll go for f4 e5. If we can get e5, then it's amazing. If knight takes, I take with the queen, I assume. There is no pawn hanging on c4. The check, and now, yeah, can I go e5? I would open up the diagonal, then f6 again. Maybe. But yeah, I just like it also because of knight e4. Which would just seem so good. But I have to make sure that there is nothing too problematic like knight b4. But I don't think there is, even if knight c2. Like, what really is that? Well, let's go knight e4. And go for those two nice outposts. But yeah, f6 is our problem. That it is a breakthrough. But if f6, I'll take. And black's left with the bad pawn. Great knight on d4, I gotta admit. But, you know, bad pawn. Maybe you can push it to e5 later. What do you want to do now? Maybe I can even go for that, possibly, even though the knight is defending b5, but you don't really want to take, do you? I think I go bishop e3, that seems just pretty good. Even though, yeah, rook d8 is there. Rook d8 is there. Still, I took a quick look at it. Should be fine. Can I go knight d6 now? f6. I'll take, let's say, with the bishop. Yeah, let's say with the bishop. Or even with the knight. And then if this, I could take, or I could take there with the bishop. Can I go knight d6? Very hard to see through. I maybe gotta take the knight first. Possibly. Okay, let's do that. I honestly don't really see a reason why not to. You can simplify things a little. If pawn takes, then I'm really happy. I can just move my bishop back and even c5, knight d6 to support that square with the c pawn too, but more importantly, the pawn here would be just weak, so yeah, you take with the knight. And now can I go knight d6? f6, I take. And if you take, I take with the queen. Take here and I'm good, I'm defending twice. Although maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not really. But you know what, let's take and just go queen c2, rook d1, and try to make use of this knight better than black is doing of this bishop. Because if I keep it on e4, it's a very great piece. Undeniably. Queen c2 should be the square, even though e2 not easy to decide between these two. They will be, I don't know, very close to each other in terms of how good they are. Yeah, okay, you know what? Just rook d1. It's fine. It's fine. If the bishop gets this diagonal, I don't mind. I actually appreciate it. Let's just take. And now we are having this pawn, which is not good for black, as I was saying. So now let's just attack it. It's isolated. Let's attack it. Let's make it that simple. And this, what's not simple is to defend it. That's not a simple task, although, yeah, true is that if you defend it with the rook, and then I attack it once again with the queen, I'm not actually attacking it. But I can maybe shift around, and yes, now the knight is not defended by the queen, which would be better, I feel. I'm blockading the pawn. I can go back and attack it with the queen again. I have b3 to defend this pawn. If b5, I think I just take, even though... Oh yeah, b5 should be played soon. Maybe I go a4, b3, possibly, but then I would simply get a weakness too. Oh, so f6. Oh, maybe that's it. Maybe that's fine for black, because then there'll be e-pawn, but I could take again. Okay, let's take. And now let's take the bishop. That simply should be always good. And now, yeah, we are gonna trade the bishops no matter what. But I'm not sure whether I wanna be the one trading it. No, I don't think I do. Let's go b3, but now I don't suddenly I don't like the position as much as before when I took on d4. Okay, I'm gonna take. I don't want that pawn to be pushed even further. And now oh my gosh, no, is it fine, is it bad? It is fine, is it? Yeah, this move, exactly this move. I'll have to go back, that's clear. I think d2 should be the square. Because if I take this and that's not good. Yeah, that's a big problem, so could I go to d2, but it feels shaky suddenly. The d4, it stands on the board, and it gains some squares for black. Because the structure is the same, so in theory the kings should be weak. The same, basically. But you have to consider the piece placement, and that is definitely now working for white better. Okay, if I take with the queen, there is this check and that's bad, so I simply have to take with the king and hope that I'm fine. And now again, simple decision. I'm not going up. And I'm not getting mated here, so let's go back. Now maybe it is the time that black will have to go back to d8. And it is, so yeah, I can have a breathe. But it's not easy to untangle myself. I'll try queen d1 and maybe queen f3 or something. Or rook f3, but no, it is difficult to yeah, it is difficult to do anything. And considering the time situation, I should honestly go for a draw. I feel like that should be what I'm gonna go for. And yeah, there isn't much to do for black either. As long as I just stay like this. I can go a4, simply shut it down. And go back. Okay. My opponent's trying. Whoever, let's go h4-2, and I can get king h2, and I got the pawn protected, so that's fine. And I hope that my opponent will try too hard. And that he would lose eventually, but I got just 1 minute. Problem is I cannot go over there. Well, now I can. Oh, no, I cannot go. I cannot go there. My. Yeah, I can go here. I can. But come on, my opponent's just gonna flag me. I see it. Like, I see it. Or like, you know, it is a decision. Like, I myself, sometimes I flag, sometimes I don't. Now I'll try to attack myself, and I can try to do this. Could be interesting, but yeah, 30 seconds. Again, that's definitely is not ideal. But if, for example, rook d7 to defend, yeah, queen goes back there. But right now, I'll get this. Please take a draw. This is an endgame that I should play for a win. Although, no, probably not. Yeah, now there's the flagging. Okay, I might be slow. I think I am. What is my opponent thinking about? If he takes that it's a stalemate? Yes, it is, but I can push a pawn. There's the problem there. Possibly, was there a faster way for me to push those pawns? I don't know. I don't know if there was. But that's just how I played it with seconds. And yeah, okay. How is this looking? I just wanna see. I think it's lost. Yeah, it is. But yeah, with the clock situation, there was nothing to do anyway. Possibly here, I think. Yeah, so I could move back and not trade. That was actually bad. Yeah, apparently, right now I said that I would be playing this for a win, but no, that's not true because, yeah, as happened in the game, black gets through first. But yeah, here I basically knew that it's over, but for the reason that is over here. Otherwise, I think I would go rook f3 back. And I think that just, yeah, what happens now? Like, oh, like queen e7. I did not see that. Yeah, I went back. Okay. I think, yeah, I usually end with a win, but right now I'll end with a loss. That was my goal because, yeah, I won 3 games in a row and I honestly wanted to play till I lose. Wanted to see how big of a streak can we make. And 3 games, maybe with a draw there somewhere too, I think. Possibly, I don't remember. Not entirely bad after all those losses. Okay, we'll just see if we can finally pick up tomorrow. But as I said, I want to share the comeback now with you guys because, like I said last time, when I actually got and that happened, which was like I don't know, a week ago. It was not a long time ago. I just played off stream and I got 9 wins in a row. So yeah, all those losses could have been, well, not losses, but victories could have been on stream, which would be so much better. At the same time, I understand that, like I said, it's more difficult to play, but at the same time, it's Maybe even more fun. Yeah, I think it is more fun. But yeah. Okay, with this, I'll see you tomorrow.